Today's video we're continuing on with the Syrian build, the 60s, 70s camouflage pattern for Syria in the GHQ micro armour, and this is the M-46 guns, the 130mm howitzers and the gun tractors. And today we're just going to put on some dry brushing on the canopies. Then for that we're going to use tan yellow, and then we'll do some track colours and some gunmetal grey on the actual howitzers themselves, so they'll have a little bit of paint on the tracks and then on some of the guns, on some of the areas of the guns, and we'll do blue on the windows for the gun tractors. So the first colour I'll use is the tan yellow, and you can see here the difference. This one's had the dry brushing on it and this one hasn't, so I just thought I'd dry brush one off camera, and you can sort of see how it gives it that look that canopy is old and worn, and eventually we'll still put a wash across it. And the brush I'm using for that is just an old brush, any brush that's just fine but fairly pushed out. And I'll just zoom out. So here on the palette I just have a little bit of that colour. I just touch the brush in it, and then off the side of it I just brush a lot of that colour out too. Then get the model in focus and just start going over that, try and highlight the ribs of that canopy, working across them. And the reason I'm focusing just on the canopies with this colour is because I wanted to just highlight the canopies a bit, not so much the weathering of the whole vehicle. And then I'll give them that nice weathered look. And I only ever rinse the dry brush out once I've done all the dry brushing I want to do. Water's bad for dry brushing, so make sure you do that. So I'll wash it out just to keep the bristles soft, and I normally just wipe it on a piece of paper towel just to get any excess water out. The next colour we'll use is the gunmetal grey. And I'll use another zero brush. And on the gun tractors, we're just looking at highlighting some of the tracks. Because they're given a desert environment, I want to try and keep a little bit of that metallic colour on the tracks. There's actually a tow cable across the front here. And I'll just continue that across both vehicles. Sorry, a bit out of focus. Now we'll just highlight the tracks, and then with the guns, just across the back here where the breeches are. And just around this towing area where it might have worn down a bit, the paint's worn off a bit. Then same with the deployed gun. Just a bit across the back of the spades where they dig into the ground and are used. Then I continue that across all 4 guns and both the gun tractors with that gunmetal grey. Now we'll change to doing the canopies of the gun tractors, and I'll do them both that light blue. Do the headlights as well. And that's how I paint the 3 colours onto the guns to give them some of that visual effect that being used, and the gun tractors to bring them to life. Thanks for watching.